Hello and welcome to the United Devil channel with me, JB. This is your England versus the Democratic Republic of Congo watch along. So look, get in there with your chats, get in there with anything that you have seen. This is a Man United fan channel first and foremost at heart. So please get in there with your United comment, anything that you've seen, and please get in there. So we will straight away get into basically the team. So we'll get into the team news. So the lineup for England is Pickford and goal, O'Reilly, Guehi, Konsa, centre back, Spence as the right back, Anderson, Rice, Rashford, Bellingham, Madueke, and Kane. For Congo, Mpasi, Wambasaka, Mbemba, Tuanzebe, Masaku, Sadiki, um, Mushtawami, Maku, Mabuku, Wissa, and Sebenga. So look, this is again your watch along for the match. Hello, Iron Fist. What's my prediction? I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a really close game. On the basis that, well, if you look at every game so far in this World Cup, it has been a very close game so far. So guys, get in there with your predictions. I want to know about your score predictions. Let me know about anything that you've seen on United. Let me know England, or what are your thoughts? Mexico, a lie in the next round as well. So look, guys, get in there with your chats. I want to know anything England, anything United, anything that you've seen. Please get in there with your chat and let me know. So look, guys, look, we're going to be getting into it today at 5 o'clock kickoff. Look, let's see if England can get through. I'm expecting England to get through. Ifit says I think it's going to be 2-0. Well, I think it's going to be a close game. 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. I think it's going to be a relatively close-ish game today. So we will see. Look, England should be able to get through this part with no problems at all. So look, guys, United, that's what we are, a fan channel. Just to let you guys know, I'm Welsh. So look, I don't have a dog in this fight, so I can watch this with fascination. I can watch this game with fascination. So look, I want to know. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your feelings on this subject. Let me know what you think about the game. So look, I'm gonna start off with look, Matthias Fernandez. As we all know, he's gone. He has gone to Spurs. I mean, that's lack of ambition right there, right? You know, look, again, I say it's ambition from Spurs, but come on. I mean, if you're Mateus Fernandez, come on now, son. Come on now. Exactly. Come on now. Look, I wanted to talk about a little bit about value. Now, look, I've seen people talk about the fees and the wages, etc., and how, look, we've said the sins of the past, and we're in this position because of the fees that we paid and the wages. Now, look, I accept that argument in some respects because, look, if you think about the wages of the past, look, our total squad cost is very high. Now, this is where, for example, it falls flat for me. Is this: if you are successful, look, if you are successful, it is worth the money. The reason why it's not worth the money is because we've got the wrong profile of player. And again, for me, we've sacked managers. So when you add in the debt, you add in the change of managers, you've bought the wrong type of players. That is what the problem is, not necessarily the fee. Now, we talk about United walking away from the deal, 80 million, 85 is too much. But why is it too much? That's the question I'm going to ask, because over 5 years, it's less than 20 a season. If you're going into the Champions League, it is worth the money. If you look at Mbeumo last season, I would have said, and I know he's got goals, I know that, but if you look at that, £70 million was a very expensive deal. But we got third into the Premier League. So if you look at it in terms of value, it's what people think value is. And I think a lot of people's thoughts on the value is basically this: is that it's linear. It's not just about, it's not a linear thing. It's not just about the amount of money you pay. It's if you win a league, or if we finish third again, if we consolidate, if we get further into the Champions League, if we win a cup, then the value is there. The value, if he makes players around you better, if it means we keep a coach in a job, it's worth the money. So I think the value now. Look, there's a bit of a misconception about wages. Now, look, I don't know what Matthias Fernandez's wage at Spurs is going to be like. I am going to look at it, but I mean, there are so many things floating around about his wage at Spurs. Now, again, it looks around. Look, he's gonna have to fit in around 200k, the cap. Now, look, I've seen people saying he's going to be on 250k, but it was crap because Spurs have got a wage cap of 200k. So that is a pile of nonsense, just basically there to basically throw everybody off in terms of what the fee is. Now, I says just signed Chu, mainly he's world class. Chu mainly has performed good in the Champions League. Now, look, I am up for Chu Mania. Now, look, this comes up every single stream, right? What I'm going to say is this: Chu, mainly for me, would I go he's world class? Now, I don't think he's world class, but I'm going to say he is an elite player in terms of Anderson, in terms of Fernandez, in terms of Scott. He is the best of all those. There is zero doubt. I would pay 90 million. That is what he's going to cost, 85 to 90 million. He's going to be on a wage of about 300k, 250, 275, 300. Now, we are told that that's a problem. David Ornstein has said this. It is not a case of just signing to a mainly. And this is what we need to understand as a fan base. It is not as simple as that. The price is going to be a problem. The total annual squad cost is going to be a problem. The wage is going to be a problem. And negotiating, people are behaving like we're going to be the only ones in for this player. That is not going to be the case. That is not going to be the case. There are going to be Chelsea's going to be there. Man City are going to be there. There's going to be other clubs in for Chu and Mainly. So look, it's not as straightforward as people think it is, but look, who knows? Who knows? But whatever happens, we have 100% got to get in for that player, and I'm all in. And Chouameni, we've got to be in for that player. So look, let's get in. Look, guys, please get in there with your chats. Now, look, this is England. Let me know. Let me know about your greatest England, your memories of England. I mean, mine go back to Italia '90. I remember Italia '90 with Gaza, Lineker scoring. Well, one of the questions I want to pose is this the worst England squad? One of the worst England squads that we've ever had, and that's a question that I want to drop in there. Do we think now? Look, as I say, I'm not English. I am Welsh, but I've watched many England sides. I'd love to know your opinion. Singari carries on, says on Iron Fist. Look, Singari, for me, I like him, but he is a gamble. And the other thing I wanted to really talk about in regards to players as well. Now, we're talking about signing these players who are underneath the radar. We can't go and sign a team of Lamans. We can't go and sign a team of Singari. Look, just because Singare carries lens doesn't mean he's going to be able to carry us. Like people seem to forget who we are. There's a reason. Look, what are we going to become? A Brighton. Harris says, I reckon it's hard game today. We can deal with them. Park in the bustle game. Look, let's see if we can do it. Look, England are going to have to be able to unlock that door, park in the bus. I think England, hopefully, if they get through, look, Mexico lies away, and also Mexico, we're going to have to play them in the Azteca. But look, let's get through this. So I think we've got to be careful of Congo on the attack. Look, they've got some decent players. They've got some decent players. My worry is England's back four. Simple as that. You know, I think Anderson, Rice. I'll be popping on and off. JB says Sky, not a problem. Sky, not a problem. Gingerbread man says no parking the bus. Start if and I agree with you. England have to go for it. England have to go for it today. They've got to give it a go. 100%. Got to give it a go. Gotta get in there. Got. I think if they score a goal, it's going to be done. I think it's going to be done. I think there'll be. I think Congo will be done. Look, can we take a lesson of France? You know, who do we think is going to win the World Cup? I'll give you my opinion now, as I've always had the opinion the whole of the tournament. I think France are going to win the World Cup. I really do. England have got. I think they've got the front couple of players to be able to get quite far in the competition. But don't forget this. This is not just about players. This is about altitude. This is about the different sorts of players as well. So look, come into the Mexico match with the same the same decimated Mexico. Look, Mexico are going to be difficult. Mexico are going to be very, very, very difficult. And guys, do not forget to give the video a like as well. It really does help the channel out. Please give the video a like. Now, I want you guys to tell me your best England, the memories of England. Tell me what's your first World Cup. I'd love to know what your first World Cup was. Have you been singing "It's Coming Home"? It's coming home. Football's coming home. I've not heard a lot of that. I've not heard "It's Coming Home" all of the tournament, really. It's an interesting one this season. I think English fans have learnt their lesson, and I think, look, just enjoy it. Look, there is no pressure on England winning a World Cup. There really isn't. Just think England fans should enjoy it. Enjoy the World Cup. Enjoy it. Rooney, Wayne Rooney's talking. Drogba, go on, let's go. Rooney, a fantastic player. Harry says for the last 25 years. Yeah, look, I don't think there's any pressure this year. This tournament feels different for England. It really does. I think it feels different. I don't think there is this high expectation. I still think the England press, the England media, the England press still overhype England. I really do. You know, they're now talking about you know, there's this amazing connection between players. Look, it's two players, Bellingham and Kane. Look, they are great players. I don't understand where Kane is trying to play though. I don't really get it what Kane is. Kane seems to be a quarterback. Rashford needs to do better today. I think the wingers need to provide width as well. Dino says, "Come on, England." Dino, the legend. Dino, in case you didn't know, buddy, you've got your own emoji, Dino. So you've got to use your emoji, Dino. There you go. That's Dino's emoji. Get in there, buddy. Dino's got his own emoji. Legend. Oh. South American football has evolved. I'm telling you, start everyone win early, then park the bus. Dino says my own emoji. Yes, JB. Dino, legend. Dino's a legend of this channel, massive supporter of this channel. So absolute legend of this channel. So they're on the way. 8 minutes to kick off. 8 minutes to kick off. 8 minutes to kick off. Settle in. Right, England. Look, I really want England just to be on their game today. But look, guys. Latest news on United quickly. Look, Alex Scott we've been told he's not for sale. It's going to take a ridiculous bid. It's going to take a stupid bid. And are we going to go all in on Chu and Maney? I think we should do. I think we should do. All a bunch of legends on this channel. Um, okay, boys. Here we go. 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 National anthem of England. National anthem. I've always look. I will never not sing "God Save the Queen." It's not "God Save the King." It's "God Save the Queen." Jerry says England. Come on, England. I mean, look, I'm Welsh, but look, I'm going to support England today. Look, we've got to support the home nations. It's really important. I'd love England to win the World Cup. I think it'd be great for the whole country. To be fair, so um, come on, England. Come on, England. I want to see England come out fighting. Here we go. Here we go. I'd love Kobe Manu to score the winner. Come on, Kobe. Well, Rashford again. Rashford, hopefully he can increase his price as well. Exactly. Come on, England. Champers. Yeah, exactly. Nice bit of champers. Nice bit of champers. Get in there. Come on now. And guys, if you've not liked the video already, and if it's your first time on the channel, then congratulations, you have found the best channel on YouTube. Hard route to the final though: Mexico, then Brazil, then Argentina. Well, Dino, if England are going to win a World Cup, mate, then they've got to beat the best. If you want to be the best, then you've got to beat the best. You've got to beat the best. Got to be better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. Good old Tina Turner. Whizzers all over it. Tell you what, I like the Congo anthem actually. I do. I do like the Congo anthem. I think it's sorry, the Democratic Republic of Congo. They've got a good team. They've got a good look. We've seen teams go out. The three lines. The three lines says gingerbread man. Three lines on his shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming. 57 years of hurt never stopped me dreaming. If we do it playing those teams, to be fair to the boys, exactly, Dino. Exactly. Look, Congo are going to be difficult. They've got a good team. They've got a good team. I'm liking the kit as well. Actually, I'm liking the Congo kit. I'm liking the Congo kit. Mm. Look, Holland are out. There's talk of Somerville today. There's talk of Somerville to United for 50 million. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of Somerville? Marcus Rashford, come on, Rashi, come on, Rashi. Why are they all high fiving their referees? Jesus Christ! Oh my good lord! France look awesome. Mbappe looks astonishing. The interesting thing about this World Cup for me is all of the goal scorers are all of the goal scorers that they should be. Messi's leading, Mbappe, Haaland, all of those players that you expect to score are scoring in this match. Come on, England. Come on. Come on. France look immense. Mexico look good as well. Canada look Canada don't look so good. Um, England have got to start off fast. Come on. Come on. We want to see a big score in this game. And there's no disrespect to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Here we go. Here we go. VAR is ready. Are you ready? The VAR's ready. The stadium is ready. The players are ready. Are England ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to support England? Canada sponsored by Ryan Reynolds. Canada sponsored by Deadpool. Um, or no doubt about it, eh? No doubt about it, eh? Harry Kane, come on, Kane. I want to see something from Rashford today. I want to see some goals from Rashford. We've got to see the 116, whatever he is, £1 million man. Let's go, says Dino. Dino, let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Let's go, Dino. The big D's in the house. The man's in the house. The big D's in the house. Here he is. Yeah, but yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Buddy. Yep. Here we go. 2. Here we go. Here we go. Kill mode activated. I love it. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's an excitement. Apparently, there's an excitement today. Nice. Unlucky. England fans are in their thousands. So England now. Wan Bissaka, great, good player by the way. Mexico is 10 times better than Congo. That's what I said. Stay high gear. No parking the bus. Exactly. It won't be easy for England. Hope it doesn't go to penalties. I feel Bellingham will start this match. Give Watkins a go. The bloke will score goals. Gary, look, I like him. I think you're right. I think give Watkins a go. So this is a good ball to Wizzer. Wizzer's got the ball. Look, Bellingham, I think is going to be key today. I think Bellingham, wherever Bellingham. That's a great Rashford. That's a great run. Dino says we're playing Congo and I'm nervous. I know. It's a World Cup game. No, Kane loses possession. This is back now with Congo. We need to. England need to settle early. Need to settle it. Niche fan is in the house. Legend. Niche is a legend. Niche is a legend. That's it. That's a good tackle by Madwake. I mean, look, England look, I think they start off to. I don't know what it is. They lack urgency. Rashi in the shop window, says Niche. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Uh, Need to get this ball down to the floor and start passing it around. Mm, Need to zip it. What are your thoughts on Germany and Holland? Says Dino. I think this year, Dino, I think people have underestimated teams. I think they underestimated. You're a top legend, JB, top red. Look, niche fan, you're a legend of this channel, buddy. Look, thank you for all the support, niche fan. Look, we don't always agree, but I love it, niche. Look, you, Dino. I know, look, there's Scotty, Sky, many of you support this channel, and look, absolute legends, um, absolute quality. Yes, the two sub they bring on late 70 plus minutes is possible to perform in that. They start to make changes at 70 minutes. Now, look, Dino, I think the Germans, I think this has been a really poor World Cup in some aspects. So this is England. This is Mad Wake is awful. Um, Kobe Mainu as well. Look, I think Kobe Mainu will get on, but look, when you've got the likes of Declan Rice, Anderson in this team, terrible cross. But look, Germany for me, I think is probably one of the worst German sides I've ever seen. Really, really bad side, and Holland as well. I had people on here I remember last year telling me that Holland were going to win a World Cup, telling me that Holland were going to do all sorts of stuff. I never thought it. The German side, they pale into comparison. You know, there's no Tony Cruz in there anymore. There's no Kadiri. You know, there's no. There's just no. There's no. What's the word? There's just no quality. There's just no quality, and like Holland as well. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. But I think it's good for the World Cup. I think it's good for the World Cup. But again, I think this year has lacked quality. I do. I think it's really, really lacked quality. And I think this is a year where someone else can win the World Cup. I think this, you've got the likes of a maybe you've got Norway. Can Norway win a World Cup? Um, Mexico, Mexico. So that this is Congo. Look, they're confident. They've got a good side. So look, they're passing it really nice and comfortable. That's some nice passing. That's some nice play. Good tackle. That's a good tackle there. I don't think Congo. I don't think Congo are going to sit back necessarily. I think this may suit England in the long run. Mm, Goal. Congo. Congo won. Shocking. Congo. Wow. Congo won. Um, Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Ridiculous. Shocking. This is what we said. What unbelievable. This is exactly what we said in this World Cup. Um, Look, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't disrespect anybody. I keep saying this is England squad. This back four. This back four for me. This back four is so poor. This is a poor, poor back four. And Pickford is awful. What a poor back four. I think Tuchel was definitely picked the wrong back four. Um, I mean, can you imagine this team against France? Completely unmarked. Shocking. Awful, shockingly bad. Look at that, absolutely abysmal, abysmal, abysmal everywhere. They start off slow. Start off slow. Pickford's awful, absolutely awful. Let's take nothing away from Congo. Um, Great, great finish. Great finish. Great finish. How are England going to respond? Awful, says Sky. Terrible start. The Congolese keeper has gone down. There's a clash. 2 shell out, says Sky. David is in the house. Hello. I'm not even going to try and pronounce your name. I'm going to call you Libra. Like I said, our win against Croatia was their bad game, not us being good. It was a great ball and finish. He made it look easy for him, says David. Long live the X-ray machine. Yeah, yeah. The X-ray machine is very, very good. Oh, that is a nasty fall. Oof, that is a nasty fall. That is a nasty fall. That is a nasty fall. We said at the start that they were going to try and hit England on the break. I want Tuchel sacked immediately. Get this spy out. Well, this is ridiculous, says Sky. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Sky, look, Congo are not. Look, Congo, that's their players playing in the European competitions. You know, it's not like they're just some rookie weird side. First Spurs do that to United, and now Tuchel is making us play rubbish. It's not it's not that bad for me. Not being English, so Pickford was always going to concede. Pickford's awful. Pickford's bad. Being down with a switch ball, and Pickford should be saving that. They've got to. England have got to pick it up. They've got to pick this up. I've got to pick. But the funny thing is today, I've seen a lot of. I've listened to TalkSport. I've seen a lot of people just saying as if they're going to walk this match. Do you guys want to know the solution to winning this match? Yeah, actually pass the ball. Actually pass the ball. Score more goals, lots of goals, says Gingerbread Man. Agree with you. I know so much for Declan Rice and Anderson in the middle. I tell you, those wingers, Madueke is shocking. Sean says, why are we playing people out of position at this level? Because you've got a German in charge with some lofty ideas. I mean, this England squad. Let's be honest with that. Madueke should be nowhere near this squad. Madueke should be 0 near this squad. Let's be honest. He shouldn't be anywhere near this squad. Terrible. So look, Congo 1, England 0. England have started off again as people have expected them. Not great. It's not great. It's not a great start. Not a great start at all. Declan Rice, come on. Played into their hands, now sit and is proving we cannot break down our blocks. Prepare yourselves, people. This could be a long evening. It's going to be a smash and grab, isn't it? O'Reilly to Rashford, back to Guehi, back to O'Reilly. Look, there's just no movement. There's no movement. There's no movement. Here we go. Bellingham to Madueke. That's nice by Jed Spence. Nah. We're going to lose. I can feel it. Says, look, guys, look, the 12 minutes gone. The 12 minutes gone. Look, 2 and Zabi is playing as well, by the way. An ex United player. So no, they're playing that 5 in midfield. England has too many ball watchers, not enough passion and desire. Many have the attitude that is someone else's problem. Congo do look organised. They look very organised. They're playing in those banks of 5. England have got to break them down. They're parking the bus, wasting time, taking individual effort, change the course of the match. And even if England go on to win this match, you've got Mexico, who are a proper team. Bellingham back to Guehi. O'Reilly on this left-hand side. Now back to Rashford. This is Rashford. It's going to come inside. Back to Guehi. It's just backwards and sideways. It's backwards and sideways. Konsa. This is Madueke. It's Madueke. Nice, nice. O'Reilly. Back to Rashford. That's nice. Corner. Corner. Rice, rice, baby. Corner. Have to use the width. If England are going to break this down, they've got to use the width. They've got to use Rashford. Madueke needs to be better. Terrible, 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 terrible. Declan Rice. I mean, if this was Arsenal, he'd be sticking them straight on the old sixpence, wouldn't he? Straight on the old sixpence. Thomas Tuchel chewing the old chewing gum. That corner was awful. Corner was abysmal. Awful corner. England chasing the game again. Oh, Anderson, that's nice. That's nice. That's well won. Jed Spence, Madueke, sideways ball, Guehi, O'Reilly, Bellingham, great. Oh, shocking. They need to come for the ball more. They need to show. We haven't looked fluid this whole campaign, says Dino. I just think there's a massive disconnect in this squad. I think this England squad is a team of individual players. I really do. Team of individual players. So this is back with Jed Spence. Spurs, a Spurs player who it's Jed Spence again. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. This is back now with Anderson. This is back to Guehi. That's better. That's a nice ball to Madueke. Madueke to Bellingham. Jed Spence. Just sideways. Look, they've gone into a low block. They've gone into this five across the midfield. Which is Rice. It's far too slow. There's just nothing. Dino, there's nothing in there. That's a good cross. Easy. Too easy. Too easy. 16 minutes gone. England nil. The Democratic Republic of Congo won with a great goal. Really good goal. England are too passive. People are not shown for the ball. There's too much sideways passing. The wingers again. The keeper did. The keeper was brave there. The keeper was extremely brave. If England are not careful, I can see a sucker punch here from Congo. Terrible. 116 million, 116, 130 million, whatever Man City have cooked the books with. Yeah. There is no one up front. Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me why there is nobody up front? Somebody tell me why there is nobody up front. Danny is in the house. Absolute legend. Danny is in there. They've got to be careful here. Congo are going to have their chances. Congo are going to have another chance. This back four is terrible, by the way. Terrible. It's just so sloppy. So sloppy by England. Why are we not pressing? We need the ball. No one is shown for the ball. It's cowardly. It is because they're a bunch of. There's just nothing. Terrible. Awful. Wow. I mean, there's nothing like a roll around on the floor, is there? JB, would we if Palmer and Foden were there, because defensively and midfield will still be the same. Look, I think what would help England would be people that want to show for the ball. I think Foden would close down. I'm not sure about Palmer. I think Palmer's a bit of a selfish player as well. Look, Marcus Rashford. He's supposedly coming back, and where's the pressing? You know, we talk about Marcus Rashford coming back as well, by the way, but where's his pressing? We need pressers. We need hard workers. Oh, I think Foden would suit a game like this because he does work very hard, and I think he does press the ball very, very well as well. But for me, this screams of there's no confidence. There's no confidence in this back four. I think England look really, really nervous. I think they look really, really nervous because of this back four. Going to have to rely on a Bellingham, Harry Kane goal. I mean, where is Harry Kane, by the way? Where is Harry Kane? Harry Kane is. Where is Harry Kane playing? I don't quite know. He's like a quarterback. It's just shocking. Has this got Iceland written all over this? That's nice by Mbemba. It's Wan-Bissaka. Spider-Man. Actually tracking back. Rashford tracking back. Good tackle. We look frustrated, says Dino. England. I tell you what, in this next break, in the hydration break, Tuchel needs to get into them. Needs to get into this team. There's nobody up front. There's no one up front. This is frustrating. Why is Harry Kane playing in the midfield? It's just so sloppy. Harry Kane, just stay in the box. Stay in the box, Harry Kane. I know he's been told to do that job, but it's not working. It's not working at all. This is Madwaggy. He's not good enough. I'm sorry, he's not good enough. Back with Konsa. To this right now with Marcus Rashford. Everything's rushed. There's no poise. Who wants to be there? Not one of them. I mean, it looks like they just want to go home. It looks like they want to go home. This is terrible. A 3D experience. Apparently, you can scan the QR code to get the 3D experience. How about a 2D experience? How about let's give us a 2D experience before we get into 3D, shall we? Let's get into a 2D experience first. They look frustrated. There's a lack of urgency. I agree with you. They look like they're already feeling the pressure, says Sky. It's been too slow. That goal, the goal was brilliant. Pickford should not be getting beaten from there, by the way. Pickford should not be getting beat from there. That is terrible goalkeeping. The more I see that, the more I see that, the worse it looks. The worse it looks. It's not great. So England need to do better. England need to do far better than what they're doing now. They need to do far better. Look, if this is the first time you've been to the channel, please don't forget to give the video a like. It really does help us out. Sean says, why aren't we paying the staff? How hard is it to find 2 or 3 good plays in each position, then pick a right back who has been injured most of the season? Fails me. Croatia flattered us. And Dino, look, if the problem is after the first game, I almost feel like if you listen to ex players and you listen to the Rooneys, Talk Sport, all these players, and they're saying that England have got the best chance of winning this World Cup again. England look really good. Croatia were awful. Kepenga looks really good. O'Reilly is wandering all over the place. Bellingham on a yellow is going to be interesting, says Sky. Yes, I agree. Why would you not bring Trent? Why would you not bring Trent? O'Reilly looks lost. O'Reilly looks lost. I mean, look, Jed Spence played for Spurs, who finished 17th last season, 16th, 17th last season. No, Madueke wasn't even good for Arsenal last season. Anderson and Rice. Well, we've had one half of football. Dina, I've been saying that as well. Saka on the bench. Look, you've got to play Saka, but the thing is, though, Saka's injured. Saka's not quite right. It's nice. Madueke's, get him off. Get him off. Get Madueke off now. Get him off. It's terrible. Get him off. Shocking. Get him off. This is awful. Get him off. Great tackle. I mean, Congo is showing more on the ball, more passion. You've got to get wide, and you've got to have somebody who can if you look at Elise's and you look at those type of wingers, a Dembele and Elise, we took an injured player. Is not Noni is rubbish. Yeah. Madueke, he's just not good enough, and I don't know why Tuchel is insisting on it. I don't know why. Jed Spence, use that pace, son. Use that pace. Go on, Spence. Use that pace. Nice. Yeah, not taking Trent is, yeah, it's criminal. I agree. That's a great run by Spence. Yellow card. Yellow card for Congo. A yellow card each. This game has got sent off written all over it. Got sent off written all over it. Now, come on. We can't spurn these opportunities. It's a good free kick in a good position. We need a Declan Rice. Good ball into the box. Oof. Iceland all over again. Dino, that's the trouble, isn't it? That's the trouble. I think England are suffer. I think if England had better defenders, nice. Go on, Madueke. It's not good enough. That's his back. With Anderson, Declan Rice, Madueke. Back to Anderson. Sorry. Yes, Scott. Scott is in the house. Yeah, Scott is awful. There's nothing. Oh, good save. Good save. Good save. Good save. Good save. Great save. Great save. Cannot believe I'm going to say this. I would rather have Southgate, says Dino. Chris says, youthful looking JB with the hair. Do bro hope Chris, thank you, my friend. I needed a haircut. I needed to get rid of the mop. Yeah, I did. It was it wasn't great. This is now with Rashford, O'Reilly, Anderson. 29 minutes gone, 30 minutes gone. Anderson, great ball. Great ball. Oh, Rashford. Oh, Rashford. We've got to be better. Got to be better. Rather kiss Southgate than Tuchel. That's unlucky. That's a good save. Good save. Harry Kane has been so ineffective in this game. I don't know where Tuchel is trying to play him. I just don't. It's ridiculous. Go on, Shearer. Rashford needs to close down. Come on, Rashford. Help with the overlap. That's Wan-Bissaka. Kane is running around like a headless chicken. I seriously, Kane is so ineffective in this game. It's Congo again. They need to be careful here. Congo are going to have some joy. Congo. Oh, good header. Good header. Good header. I don't know who that was. Masapenga's good. It's terrible. Awful by England. Wow. Great header there. All over the place. Everywhere. All over the place. Jed Spence there got absolutely... And this is what I don't get. Jed Spence. He might be quick. But there was a pass on there. But he played for Spurs. When did we become too good to defend? No one is pressing. Tuchel brought the wrong players with him on a plane. Well, this is what happens when you get apparently you hire a coach who's not English, and he comes with his ideas. Capello, it didn't work. Sven, Sven Goran Eriksson, look, and in terms of Sven, look, may rest in peace, old Sven. But it doesn't work. Foreign coaches don't work. Foreign coaches don't work. Foreign coaches don't work. They just don't work. Tuchel brought the wrong players. Always the same with England. Though on paper they're good, yet don't show up. If they played as well as the excuses made for them, they'll do okay. It's a shame, and there's only near team I don't mind. Put Kobe on. That's what's the point in taking him if you can't get a game. I agree with you, Scott. Agree with you, mate. Bring Kobe Manu on. Kobe's a transitional player. You give Kobe the ball and he'll make stuff happen. He will transition forward. You give the ball to feet and Kobe Manu. I think Kobe Manu will be more effective than Declan Rice. Bring him on. What's the point in taking Kobe Manu if you're not going to play him? Anderson as well, by the way. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by him. I'm not convinced. Not convinced at all by him. If you're a Man City fan, let me know. Let me know about Anderson. Is he worth the money? I think he should have taken Foden. Oh, Mad Wake it. Oh. Wan-Bissaka again. Wow. That's nice. That's better. Jed Spence into the... Oh, you can't beat the first man. England have to score here. We did get rid of... could do the go before half time. I agree with you. The longer this goes on, the more nervous it looks. I would say it's a manager to some extent. They're not on the pitches. The players should be given heart and soul for the country. Never mind the clubs. You know, on the pitch, it's the players. I mean, but the manager's responsible for picking the players. The managers are responsible for picking the players. I think if I was a Tuchel, I think I would. If England go out, and this is no disrespect to Congo, if England go out at this point, he should leave. He should leave because foreign coaches don't work for England. They don't work. Sean says, keep saying we need better crosses. The best crosser can get into the squad. Trent, what a mistake. Sean, fair point. Fair point. Absolute fair point. When you've got Trent in this team, who is, I would say, I'm going to say this. I think Trent's crossing is as good as Beckham's. I think Trent's crossing is as good as Beck's. I do. When Congo get the ball there, they just look so dangerous. Tuchel's going to have to find a way. Tuchel choosing to play a runner's team against a low block Congo shows Tuchel's stupidity. We need technical players like Kobe in there. I agree, Johnny. Johnny Hill, legend, has picked a bunch of half players by the look of this. We need progressors of the ball. We need people who will play through. Rashford's earned that. Why is Rashford earned a free kick? These commentators, why is Rashford earned a free kick? I don't look. He's not been great. Why is Rashford earned a free kick? He's lazy. He's so lazy. They've got to get a goal before half time. Everybody is ready for this. Everyone's praying. Everyone's praying for a shocking. It's terrible. It's too easy. Anderson and Rice are too similar. They are. It's like Lampard and Gerrard, just not as good. It's just the lack of quality, the lack of the final ball, lack of quality, lack. Where is the support? Where's the support? Prima donnas who refuse to work. We deserve to lose 3-0. People are saying England will win the World Cup. I've never thought England are gonna win a World Cup. It's not handball. If Congo score again, then it's all over. It's like Harren Ball says, Nicky. Well, it is, isn't it? Now, what's the point in having players that can run? What's the point of having players that can run when they can't defend or track back? Marcus Rashford is clueless. Take Anderson off for Kobe. He'll never do it, Scott, but I like that idea. This game is screaming out for a proper striker. If you bring on Watkins and Kobe Mainu, they just need ball to feet. Get it into the box, get it into feet, turn. Where's Harry Kane? Harry Kane's been non-existent. Unless you're going to play, look, just go back to a 4-3-3. Look, just I think you need to sacrifice Anderson. Sacrifice somebody. Bring on Kobe Mainu. I want Kobe Mainu. This is shocking. Shocking. Should be two. Should be two. Lucky England. Lucky England. This is disgrace. Utter disgrace. What a ball. Look at that. Tapping. Disgusting. Wow. Lucky. So lucky. What an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. After gaming is in the house. Absolute disgusting. This is one another disgusting performance by England. Imagine that. Relying. Is that a penalty? That's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. That's a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. That's a penalty. That's got to be looked at. That's got to be looked at. That's got to be looked at. It's got to be looked at. It's got to be looked at. Wow. Wow. It's terrible. Shockingly bad. So bad. Well, do you know what? England relying on penalties is just not going to be. It's just not going to fly, is it? It's not going to fly. It's not going to fly, Nicky, is it? It's not gonna. It's not going to fly. Wow. This is just there is no excuses for this. You've got a £200 million midfield. There's just nothing. It's disgraceful. Shockingly bad. This is just like Germany. 100% penalty. I think it should have been a penalty. I think it should have been a penalty. There's no end product. Get Madwakey off. Get Madwakey off. He's gonna have to change this. I'm gonna have to get him off. I don't think he did get booked. No. To be fair, he should have got booked. If he's saying that it's a dive, then he should have got booked. The team looks less organised than a playground match at lunchtime in high school. Maduwake's so bad. You've got to get Saka on. You've got to get Saka on. Get Kobe Mainu. He needs players. He needs players who can receive the ball to feet. This is Anderson. What? It's Rashford, make a run. Rashford, make a run. Oh. Rashford and Madueke just not very good. People want Marcus. Oh. Terrible. That goalkeeper, sign him up. Sign up that goalkeeper. Sign up that goalkeeper. Sign up that goalkeeper. Get him signed up. That's a great save. Great save, by the way. I mean, Congo. Look, and there's no disrespect to Congo. England are ranked 4th. Congo are 46th in the world. How can Congo put a team together like this? I mean, Congo. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. What a save. Sign the keeper up. Sign him up. Mbassi. Sign Mbassi up. I want Mbassi. Marcus Rashford again. Riley. Oh, this is awful. Wow. This is Congo are just so efficient. They're so efficient. I'll tell you what, Sabengi's brilliant. Oof. Kane, I don't know what Kane's doing. Get somebody up front. Get someone up front. We need a striker. England need a striker. Harry Kane. It's a waste of time. Waste of bloody time. Congo 42 in the world ranking and we're fourth yet. It's shocking. Congo look comfortable. They look really dangerous. They look dangerous on the break. They look comfortable. Where's this Anderson? You know, look, I'm so glad that we on this show we didn't pay 130 million for him. Jesus. I feel Watkins has been. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Watkins, Tony. We need a proper striker. Get a striker up front. Get a focal point. England need a focal point. Get a focal point. Get Kobe Manu on. They need something different. He can't persist with this. Congo are the most likely to score again, I think. Africa to the world. Look, the African teams are having a good World Cup. Mad Wakey, more like wakey, says Sean. I love it. I love it. Wakey. Rashford work rate is good and defending well, says Nicky T. Nah. There's no end product. There's no end product. He's lazy, Rashford. There's just nothing. It's a good ball. Passion Merchant. Yo, bro, Africa too. Look, African teams. Tell you what, African teams are doing well. African teams are doing well. Look, I want someone else to win the World Cup. Great save by the goalkeeper again. This goalkeeper, Mbassi. Sign him up. Sign Mbassi up. I think he's brilliant. Sign him Mbassi up. Sign him up. That goalkeeper's look. Look, half time. JB, honestly, Congo are playing good. I thought that they were going to go out. Look, what can I say? Abysmal, absolutely abysmal by England. England have been shocking. We took Kane's shot to the nuts. I don't really know what to say. It literally is like watching United last season at times. Lackluster, not very good. Congo look more like scoring. I thought Congo deserved the 1-0. It should be 2-0. You could argue it should be 2-1. Congo look like the better team. What is the point of remonstrating with the referee? You didn't get a penalty. Shut up and move on. Look. I love the fact he's having a pop at the referee. Are you doing Senegal tonight? I don't know. What time is that on? Come on, the Congo from the Holy Scotland. What time is Senegal tonight? Let me check the time. I might do it. Time is that tonight? 9 o'clock. I might do it. Football says, yo, JB, hello, my friend. I'll sub all 11. And the lack of effort. Yeah, I might do it tonight. I might do it. I'll set it up, and I might do it tonight. I might do it. So look, England. This is absolutely abysmal by England. Let's not sugarcoat it. Everybody's angry. Look, what I do hope, if England manage to salvage this game and manage to win the game, I want these pundits to shut up and stop talking. Every time England have had one good half, the whole of this tournament, England have had one good half. And I'm tired. Yeah, Nikki, I'll try to do it at 9 o'clock. Um, it's abysmal. And again, it awful. England are playing like how Ineos run the club. Yet I don't disagree with you, Jay. Look, this is look this week. If you're a United and England fan, this could be a bad week. Look, fingers crossed. England are terrible. That was probably one of the worst halves I've seen in a very long time from England. But is anybody surprised now? Look, these these commentators, these ex-players need to shut the up, because England, if you listen to them for this whole week, they were going to beat Congo 17-0. The lack of respect and the overconfidence in this England team from these ex-players is, look, why are they going to play different? This is how they've played the whole of the tournament. I'd love to see the walk-in stats. Wan-Bissaka as well has been brilliant, by the way. Why we sold Wan-Bissaka? I would have had Bowen over Madwakey. Agree with you. I think we need hard workers in this team. I think England need hard workers. I think Maguire, how they didn't take Harry Maguire. Steve Hannigan says, agree with you. Look, this England team. I don't think Harry Kane is. I don't think Harry Kane is spent. Harry Kane is being deployed as a quarterback. Get him up front. Go back to a striker. Put Harry Kane up front and stop dicking around with some weird formation. Get Harry Kane in the box where he belongs. Get him in the box. Get Kobe Mainoo on. You need ball winners. You need someone who's going to win the ball, someone who can carry the ball. There is no product. There is no product from Madueke or a Rashford. Give them the ball as much as you like, but if there's no product, then what is the point? Look, England could have scored, probably should have scored, but Congo should have scored as well. They probably had the two most cleanest chances in this game. And how Pickford's getting beaten from there is awful. I mean, that is a Nana saving. That is a Nana saving. I take training dummies over this lot, and Pickford is always a risk. I think it's time. I think it's time that England have a complete change. I think England need another goalkeeper. Look, this is not great. Like, I'd never thought I'd say this in a million years, but I think if you have Luke Shaw in there, I think if you have Maguire in there, I think from a defensive perspective, I think Tuchel has got this England squad all wrong. I think he's got it completely wrong. I think he wants runners. There's no thought for ball progressors. There's no thoughts for a coherent striker. I would take Harry Kane off. Take Kane off. Henderson. I think Henderson would be a good shout. Gattuso talked out of the side of his net, talking about African teams. Now he's going to eat humble pie on his couch. Look, African teams. Tell you what, don't sleep on them. They've suddenly exploded. Is this karma for laughing at the Germans? Look, it could well be karma, couldn't it? Imagine. Look, can you imagine tomorrow waking up and England have lost to Congo? It would, it would, and look, this is no disrespect to Congo, by the way. I do think that was a penalty, by the way. This is no disrespect to Congo, by the way. Look, if Congo get through, then Congo deserve the win, right? But when you look at, if you look at English midfielders, right, are going for over 100. Premier League midfielders, if you look at, Alex Scott, 80 million. Anderson, Rice, England, and look again. Just because you've got a player at a value, it's not their fault they don't value the players. But what I'm saying here is this: when you've got a media that hype a team up and hype a midfield up, Declan Rice is supposed to be the future of England. Bellingham, Bellingham's he can't do it all like on his own. Anderson, what are they doing? Granny Level Rooney said it's not a penalty. Um, oh, they've got the assistant coach and Anthony Barry. Anthony Barry's chatting. Anthony Barry, state of shock. Don't disrespect Rooney. Well, look, why not? Look, don't confuse Rooney the pundit with Rooney the player. Why don't disrespect Rooney? If Wayne Rooney's talking crap, then look, these ex-players. Look, you. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, right? I agree. With Joe. Don't confuse Wayne Rooney the human, Wayne Rooney the pundit, with Wayne Rooney the player. Nobody's going to disrespect Wayne Rooney the player, but don't buy into this ex-player nonsense. Rio, Let me give you an example with Rio. Rio Ferdinand put it out there that the reason why we didn't sign Mateus Fernandez, and the reason why we didn't go for Mateus Fernandez or wouldn't pay the money is because we're saving up. We're saving up for Chouameni. This is the sort of crap that these ex-players are pushing. Rio Ferdinand, the Glazer Ineos United puppet, is putting it out there as an opinion that we didn't get Mateus Fernandez because we're saving up for Chouameni. What a pile of absolute nonsense. And just because Rooney the player was an amazing, fantastic player doesn't mean that he's a good pundit. You know, you look at Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes, what a wonderful joy player. Crap pundit. Shocking podcaster. Him and Nicky Butt, shocking podcasters. Absolute some of the worst opinions I have ever heard. So look, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not disrespecting people's opinions. But just because they're an ex-player, don't listen to them. Look, their opinion is not better than yours. Many of us have been watching football for a very, very long time. Every country is better than England. JB Rio wants an apology if we get JB Rio wants an apology if we get Chouameni. Then Rio can go in swivel. Because having an opinion on Chouameni doesn't mean he's right. Imagine Scott. Imagine that we're saving up. Imagine that we're saving up for Chouameni. We're saving up for Chouameni. What are we? What are we? Child FC. Look, I used to save up for whatever. So apparently, according to Rio, and this is an opinion by an ex-player who, look, he's got a platform. He's telling people that whether or not we get Chouameni, by the way, has got nothing to do with it, right? He is saying that we're saving up for Chouameni. What a prat! What an absolute shocking prat. That's all I can say about Rio. Is his opinions are just they're worse than my dog's opinion. And my dog sits here and licks his nuts all day. My dog barks at the wind. He barks at the neighbours. He sits there licking his own parts. I'd rather listen to my dog than listen to Rio Ferdinand, because Rio Ferdinand is just an absolute plonker. we will not improve squad if we keep Rashford and buy Somerville. Good luck to Spurs if they can get Tonali and Krupi. Exactly. Natasha is in the house. Yeah, don't worry. I have amended the timer now. We are kids with piggy banks saving up our pocket money. It is. It is. We're saving up our pocket money, guys. I know. Why don't we have a whip around? Why don't we should have a just give page. Let's give a just give page for Ineos. Let's feel sorry for Ineos because Ineos and we are Ferdinand. We're going to save up our pennies to go and buy Chouameni. Oh, it's ridiculous. Homer Simpson would be better keeper than Pickford. How much exactly is Spurs going to give Fernandez a week? Well, look, Rio will send Ugarte. Look, Ugarte's welcome around my house. Ugarte's welcome here. I would love Ugarte to come in. Come on, Ugarte. Well, so basically, look, I've been told by many of you that Fernandez is going to be paid 250k a week. Well, that's funny because Spurs have a cap of 200k. So Spurs' wage cap is 200k. So he's not getting 250k a week. Their wage cap, he's going to be getting, I think, around about 140 to 150k a week. So. Oh, he's talking again. Oh, my mate on VAR's talking again. I want friendship with Sky, says bath time. It's the man on VAR again. He's talking about VAR. He's got a lovely voice. He's from this angle. He's talking about VAR. It's lovely. Gallagher's on 250 quid. Well, let me check. Let me check. But anyway, look. Whatever. Let me check. Who is? I can't. I don't even know why I'm looking at it, but I am. Who is the highest paid at Spurs? I mean, look. At the end of the day, I don't care. Well, no, the highest paid player at Spurs is Xavi Simons. Honestly, Sabath time. I don't know where you get your. I generally don't know where you get your information from. I really don't know. I can tell you now exactly. I don't know where you get your information from because Conor Gallagher's on 160,000. Muwani's on 150, James Maddison's on 170, Xavi Simons is on 195, Christian Romero's on 195. I don't know where you get your figures from. I think you must pull them out of your ass. I'm sorry. The highest paid player, look, the highest paid is Simons on 195. So I don't know where you get your information from because you are talking out of your back end. As I said before, their wage cap is 200k. So I don't know where you get your information from because unless you just make it up. I'm sorry. Slime Gaffer. He's not going to get paid 250k a week. Look, what Spurs' wage cap is 200k. So I don't know where you get your information from because I heard it. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. There's so much. And look, you don't have to say anything. This is what I'm saying. There's so much misinformation around that. Yeah, It's crazy. Um, um, I will change the time. Here we go. Right. So look, let's get into some of your chats, guys. England have kicked back off again, and look, they've got to score early. They've got to score early. Fernandez will be like 200k. Well, they've got a squad cap, so from what I've seen so far, he's going to be on 100. He's going to be on 140k, 150k. That's pretty much. But again, I don't know why people are so obsessed. I don't know why people are obsessed with his wage, because who cares? Like, he's gone to Spurs. If Spurs want to pay him 250,000 quid a week, I really don't care. I really don't care. What we're saying, where is Kane slime? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. England aren't great, but some people think we're gonna win everything we play. And we not won anything for 60 years. Let's keep it real. Exactly, Sean. I guess Tuchel wants to fail. 0 subs. Tuchel is a dictator. Well, a German being a dictator. Let's see. Don't family put 100 mil into the club for wages? Didn't the family put 100k? No, 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 Neil. No, the family did not put 100. Oh, what for Spurs? I think so. Yeah, for Spurs. Um, Bellingham just slipped the ref a brown envelope. MJ could manage United. Everyone is pushing 250. Exactly. It's just not true. It's just not true. It's just not true. England getting cooked today. I will go on a rampage if England doesn't win. Look, don't go on a rampage. Look, don't go. Look, this. Look, if this was an England side of if this was an England side of Michael Owen, Wayne Rooney, Lampard, Stevie G, Beckham, Rio Ferdinand, Ashley Cole, Gary Neville, David Seaman in goal, then yeah, then go on a rampage. Look at this England side. Look at it. You've got Madueke, who's a starting winger. You've got Jed Spence. Jed Spence who Jed Spence, who played for Spurs, who finished 17th this season. You've got Foden, and I know he hasn't played really much this season, but Man City finished second. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's you've got Konsa, O'Reilly. Where are the Gary Nevilles? Where are the Ashley Youngs? You had a chance to take Maguire. He's taken Henderson. He's taken Henderson, for God's sake. Jimmy C's is in the house. Look, thank you. Look, Jimmy C's with the super chat. Look, mate, absolute legend, buddy, and I can't thank you enough. Look, it always humbles me when people are prepared to watch the channel. Always humbles me when people are prepared to interact. And when you do super chats, look, it's absolutely immense. So look, thank you, buddy. Need massively cap foreign plays in the Premier League. They use our league to level up and then play against us. Prem makes England suffer. Jimmy C's with a really interesting take there. And look, buddy, thank you so much for the super chat. Absolute legend, and thank you so much. Still no options. Everyone is walking. Arone says hello. Maguire could go on the wing instead of Madueke. This goalkeeper is mental. This goalkeeper is quality. Maguire would have scored yet. This goalkeeper is crazy. Look, the definition of insanity is to keep on doing the same thing again and again and again. Tuchel needs to stop something here. 65 minutes sub, then we'll score, and then we'll get him on pens. Declan Rice. Oh, Declan Rice, his corners have been terrible. Good header. This referee, by the way, is an absolute moron. Oh, Rashi. These are terrible. Oof. Rashford there needs. I mean, Rashford gets paid 300k a week. Really bad. And look, I know the pressure's on, but he gets paid 300k a week, and he's supposed to be shocking. Rice 100, Anderson 115, 215, and they can't dictate a game. I know against Congo. And look, this is no disrespect to Congo, by the way. Congo have played well. That's terrible. The more I see it, terrible. You can scream Rashford. You can scream all you like, buddy. You can scream all you like, Rashford. That was awful, buddy. That was awful. So look, Congo 1, England 0. And guys, if it's your first time to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please give the video a like, and well done to you. If you have discovered the channel for the first time, well done. You have managed to find the best channel on this platform 100%. Did you finish the Business of Sport podcast? Look, the most interesting thing for me on the Business of Sport, the podcast is look, you can look. I find it fascinating. It's fascinating. Terrible. Oh, shocking! Absolutely shocking. But the funny thing about the Business of Sport, um, the podcast, look, it backs up. It backs up everything that we say. It backs up the debt. The debt is not necessarily bad, but the interest is killing us. The interest is absolutely destroying us. He is what Anana was supposed to be. Does anybody actually know what Anana is, by the way? Um, I can't believe that Anana is still at the club, and also Anana still gets his 25%. By the way, Anana still gets his increase. Still gets his increase in his pay. By the way, um, Indonesia, says Alex. Hello, Alex. Hope you're doing extremely well. So look, this is England. England nil. The Democratic Republic of Congo. One. Look, there could be a sucker punch here. Yeah, he has gone to Turkey, to Trabzonspor. Yes, he has gone back there on another loan, so he's gone back to Trabzonspor. Madueke. There's just no output. He's got to change this soon. Yeah, he has. Banana's gone back to Trabzonspor. That's well played. Megamind. Megamind is in the audience, sat next to Arsene Wenger. Megamind, the celebrity, sat next to. That's it. I'm going on a rampage. Nah, you don't need to go on a rampage. Jed Spence. Well, he played for Spurs. I mean, Spurs finished 17th this season. You know, if you're taking players like that, apparently Jed Spence was taken for his pace. You can have all the pace in the world, but if you're rubbish, side to side play. This is terrible. Terrible by Rashford. Abysmal. He needs to bring on Kobe Mainu. What's going on? I tell you what is because England can't defend, and they've got players who are just not good enough. They've got players who are not good enough. Simple as that. Simple as that. He's taken the wrong players. For those pundits who were talking about how England are good, Gabby Ablong Lahore, Anderson just newly fell over the ball. Should have brought so Dowman and the and the Liverpool striker. I can see Congo. I can see Congo. 116 million for Anderson. I'm glad that we didn't get on him showing Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Is that a foul? Oof, yes, that's a foul. 100%. Oh, abysmal. Abysmal. That's nice by Congo. That's a Penga's good, by the way. That's a Penga's grip. Poor quality game. Poor quality game. Look, guys, if you have just joined, do not forget to sub to the channel. It really does help us out. Give the video a like. Even if you don't like England, just give us a like. Give the community a like. Get in there with this community. Where's Kobe? Kobe Mainu is he's not getting an opportunity. Tuchel, he's a prat. Gordon, Anthony Gordon, and Saka are coming on. Sadiki sent Spence. Slime says Sadiki sent Spence back to 17th. Easily the worst game of the World Cup. I think the Canada game was pretty bad. To be fair, you've got to bring Kobe Mainu. Keep Rashford? No, no, no. Rashford has to go. Rashford has to go. I'm sorry, Rashford has to go. He's not. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. But look, look, United could be forced into keeping him because we're cheap. We're cheap. But I'm not going to get on that right now. Uh, thought I had been put through enough this season, being a Liverpool fan. Then this happens. We'll keep smiling. Look, Sean, look, legend, my friend. Um, yeah. um, it's not been great if you're a Liverpool fan, but hopefully England should get an equaliser. Those Congo fullbacks, one of the best to Colombia. FIFA, we have put a time limit on players taking throws and corners to speed up the game. We've introduced 3-minute hydration breaks. Well, that's for advertising, isn't it? Tell what, Congo here. Rashford won't be going now because the board are penny pinching. And do you know what? I said KK who comes on to this channel. I'm going to keep mentioning that if you guys mention stuff and you get it right, I'll more than happily shout you guys out. KK could have got it right. Like when we're going to beat Mexico, like we're going to beat Mexico in the Azteca. Tell you what, Congo, if they get a second, forget about it. Oof. Got to close this down. You've got to close these players down. Has there ever been a more self-entitled starting 11 too good to run? And that's my fear when Marcus Rashford comes back. Will Marcus Rashford infect this team? Will Marcus Rashford infect this team? He's lazy. He's proper lazy. He's proper lazy. What a lazy England squad, by the way. Very, very lazy. And Buku just had the shots coming off. So in Buku, he's coming off. Can you imagine if Congo won a World Cup? Scott says Gordon is yet. No more late nights now. I can go back to work, says John. Yeah. Well, won't be playing at 1 o'clock in the morning. How long does Cashford have left on his contract? 2 years. 2 years. His contract ends in 2028. 2 more years of 3. Well, Rashford gets a 25% increase in his wages as well. Feel sorry for those English fans in the States, says Slime Gaffer. Tell you what, you've got to be careful of Congo. That's a great race there. It's not quick enough. Get to the ball. Show for the ball. Everybody wants the goal. They all want the goal. They all want to score the winner. They all want the equaliser. They all want to score a winner. Those kind of contracts and wages for a United player contribute absolutely nothing. It's scandalous. Yeah. Anderson is a pump. But the thing is, though, right? When Rashford got that contract, he was look. If Marcus Rashford was scoring 20, 25 goals a season, he's worth the money. The problem is not the contracts. I keep saying this. I've seen Terry Fleurs talking some crap about fees. It is not about fees. If you qualify for the Champions League every season, if you finish first, second, or third, it is not the fees that's the problem. It is success that's the problem. We've bought the wrong players. That is the problem. It is not the fees. It is not the fees. It's not the fees. It's too simple to blame the fees. It is not the fees. It is lack of success, and it is we pay £50 million of interest every single season. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. It's so bad. 24 minutes. 24 minutes for England to scrape a draw here and maybe go to penalties. 100 million for an English player is a joke. Well, try 116. Worst England side I've seen for a very, very, very long time, by the way. And look, guys, if you are new, get into the channel. Get into the channel. This channel is not about clickbait. We will give you reality on this channel. Get into this amazing community as well. By the way, this community is fantastic. Hydration break. Look, the way this stands, like England are going out. I don't see England have got the players, but I don't see them. I'm walking the dog. This team doesn't deserve. Look, go and walk the dog. I think walking the dog at this point is probably the best thing that you can possibly do. I agree. Nobody made the club offer him that contract. And again, look, I don't mind. Look, look, we earn some of the biggest revenues in 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 the world. It's not the contracts. It's not the money. It is the success. We've bought the wrong players. Look, if you've got 10 years of success, if you get £100 million every season for finishing in the Champions League, if you get 100 odd million for winning the Premier League, these contracts are nothing. These contracts are nothing. The problem is that success. We're paying. What this club will do, this club and Ineos supporters, this club and Ineos supporters and people that don't really understand the finances, don't understand the bits and pieces, it's not just the fees. It's the fees, it is the total annual squad cost. That is what screws this club up time and time again. Lack of success. Lack of success. And Rashford really was on an upward trajectory. Such a shame how it's gone for him. Agree with you, Joe. But he's the architect of his downfall. Marcus Rashford, he's got no one else to blame. I've seen people on here trying to blame racism for Rashford. I've actually had somebody on here that I had to ban them because apparently it wasn't his fault. It was the racism in this country. The fans forced him out. The fans. Marcus Rashford was getting too big for his boots. Marcus Rashford. What's happened to Marcus Rashford is prime example of when you've got an ego that's massive, when you've got people around you that won't tell you to shut up. Believed his ego, believed his hype. Lazy player, lazy player. Jed Spence. Jed Spence has gone off. Ezra's come on. Where is Kobe Mainu? Where is Kobe Mainu? Jed Spence play for England. Is the stadium build nailed on? Joking at the moment, I would say probably yes. I think at the moment I would say I would say it's not nailed on just yet. I would say that look, it's probably not nailed on fully, but I think it's going to be built now. I do. Um, I still think there's going to be investment. I think there's going to be heavy investment. I think there's going to be a consortium. There are two. There's one called Sixth Street. I've mentioned Sixth Street before. If Sixth Street come into this club, forget about it. Forget about it. It will be abysmal. But look, just because they've got the planning permission, I'll give you I'll give you a little bit of I'll give you a little bit of kind of some new. I'll give you a little bit of hope, right? A fresh new stadium will hopefully usher in. Look, I don't want the stadium. Joe, again, my position on the stadium is this: I don't want it. I don't want it. It's a disgrace. Now, look, I'm not calling you. I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. I've got no problem in people wanting a new stadium. I get it. I understand it. But it is a disgrace. The new stadium is going to be a circus. It is a disgrace. I don't want it. Our home's been destroyed. For me, it's a complete disgrace. Um, it's a complete disgrace. The Glazers have destroyed our home. That's the reason why I don't want the stadium. Is the stadium is not about you and it's not about me. It's not about the fans. It's about making money for the Glazers. This stadium is not even about making money for the club. This stadium is about making money for Sir Jim, making money for the Glazers. It is despicable. It is disgusting. Disgusting. But look, Joe. Look again. I respect your view, my friend. Look, I'm not saying it because I think you're wrong. And I do respect your view, my friend. I'm not saying that your opinion's wrong, and I don't hold anything against people that want a brand new stadium. Look, I get it, 100% get it. But for me, my own personal view, and this is why, look, guys, I read out your views and I respect the views of a stadium. Just for me, a stadium for me just represents our home's going to get destroyed, and I'm not comfortable with it. It makes me sad. It literally makes me feel sick. It makes me feel sick the fact that these scumbags are going to be making money off of us. It's awful. Right, look, again, I've got no problem in people having their views and opinions, and look, I get it, I get it, I get it. JB, what the f is going on with the scoreline? The mighty England losing. Nikarutsu, goal. England have scored. Goal. Finally have scored. We've scored. Of course it is. Congo sending the championship player England. So as Islama, look, England have scored. England have scored. Look, this is what we said. Get Harry Kane in the goddamn box. Get Harry Kane in the frigging box. Get Harry Kane in the box. You, unlike many, are willing to listen to others and respectfully disagree with people without animosity. Look, my friend, this is what this channel is about. Look, sometimes, like I will always say this, my friend. Sometimes I'll come back on the opinion, not because I think my opinion is better than yours. It's because you started something off, right? And that's the most important thing. As you get in there with your views and opinions, I read out your comments and I read out your views because it's so important that even if you were to love the Glazers and I don't, that's your view. And there's two sides. There's three sides. Now, not everything is black and white, So, and that's what the point of this channel is we give people their views and opinions. And sometimes I get it wrong, you know. Sometimes I do. But again, nothing I say is with any disrespect. So, and I appreciate you guys as well. Look, you guys get in your views and opinions. I respect so much. I never thought in a billion years that this channel would, become anything. So it's all thanks to you guys. Um, so Dayat says hello, hello, and get into this amazing community. Um, if you've discovered the channel for the first time, well done. You found the best channel on the platform. Scott says, well, "What did I say? We make a sub and we score," says Scott. England 1-1. They've got to go with Harry Kane. Get Harry Kane into the box. There you go. Harry Kane is playing forward. What do we say? Get Harry Kane forward and get it into your players. Get it into the box. Get it into the box. I'm not a United fan myself. I just speak as an outsider looking in. So your opinion is far greater than mine because you are invested. No. Look again. It's look. What's really fascinating. What's really fascinating for me as well, Joe, is look. I I don't think my opinion's better than yours, by the way. What fascinates me is outside opinion on the club. Um, look, I think it's so important to gather people's opinions from outside of the club as well because it's a really interesting thing to me. But look, in terms of our club, I know if people are not close to it, then of course but it's always nice just to bounce ideas off as well. So and again, look, I appreciate the fact that you come to the channel. I really, really do. um so Congo, are they going to come again? Congo, their pace at times is great. Can England now find the winner? Look, get Harry Kane into the box, keep him in the box. That's close. 115 million for that. Will Congo give a sucker punch? Saka. Saka running into trouble there, into blind alleys. Saka running into blind alleys there. Poised 11 minutes to get a winner. 11 minutes. Gotta bring on Kobe Manu. If Congo go through and win, is this the start of World War III? I heard the reason City offered 115 was to mock the Premier League, says Joking. Do you know what? That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. Um, Man City take the P. They absolutely take the P. They really do. They really do. I lost my head and offered a man to fight and told the mum of a boy who's been smacking my son, if her eyes look at me again, I'll take them away from her. Ah, nice. It's Declan Rice. Anderson. It's nice to see Harry Kane in the box. England have woken up. They are. England have finally woke. I don't understand, Joe, why England can't do this from the first whistle. Do this from whistle one. Why does it take to be chasing a bloody game? It's so frustrating, Joe. It really is. Yeah, this. Oh, Harry Kane. Congo, I'm not out of it yet, by the way. Why they don't need an extra half an hour? Well, yeah. Particularly if England are going to go to Mexico, the Aztec is really high. Um, yeah, don't rule out Congo here. Congo have still got a sucker punch left in them. That's a good ball. England looking much better. They've got to make this count. Congo will be doing the Congo if they win. Still too slow. Still too slow. Yeah, Congo have put everything into this match. Congo have put everything in. That's a great tackle. John says, even if we only are papering over the cracks, yes. If England were to progress, I mean, you've got to play Mexico. I think Brazil, crazy. 85 for Gordon. I mean, they could have had Marcus Rashford for 26 million. Cool. England's back four need to improve if they are to progress. They need to. Go. England 2. Kane. Well done, Kane. Wow. He's done it. Harry Kane's done it. Harry Kane. Wow. 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 Wow, 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 wow. Like I said, get him in the box. Like I said, get him in the box. Keep Harry Kane in the box. Like we said at the very beginning of the game, like we said in the first half, get Harry Kane in the box. He's a striker, not a quarterback. Get your striker in the frigging box. 2 goals from putting Harry Kane in the box. We kept saying it at the beginning of the game. Get Harry Kane in the box. That is what he does. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's what he does. Does this mean I have to walk the dog during every England game? Says on. Yes. Yes. Great goal. That's what we kept saying. Keep Harry Kane in the box. You got a striker. Tuchel, keep him in the fucking box. It's so frustrating. That's what a striker's for. He's not a quarterback. He shouldn't be dropping deep. Shocking. Lucky. Wow. Hang on a minute. I thought Terry was playing King Shot. Harry Kane. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. England will have to improve. If England go through and play Mexico at the Azteca, then they have got to improve. They've got to improve. They've got to improve. Most of those fans' hairs turn white. Yeah, mine's turned white as well. Too much stress. I mean, yes. Congo are going for it. They're going for it. I don't blame them. I guarantee you how many pundits tomorrow are going to be saying how good England were. They come out in the second half, and that's how you do it. That's how you do it, England. Now, Tuchel needs to keep Harry Kane up front. Keep him up fucking front. JB, because you're 500,000 years old. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Thanks, buddy. I am, mate. I am. I am pretty old. Tell you what, my hair is proper thinning as well. My hair is really, really thinning as well. It's abysmal. Bellingham. Come on. You've got a third. Kane trying to uh, JB will end up like Homer Simpson with 2 strands of hair. Maybe, maybe. No, my hair is thinning. It is crazy. It's crazy. It is mad. JB will be. Honestly, the first chance I get, I will be having a transplant. I'm not even going to lie about it. The first chance I get, I will be having a transplant. Um, the first chance I get, I will be having a transplant, and I'm not even going to lie about it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the first chance I get, I will be going to Turkey. Consider Turkey working for it. Yeah, I'll be going to Turkey. I'm not even scared to. I'll be going to Turkey. Straight to Turkey. So you know, it's all right. It's just thinning on top. It's just yeah, and I don't even care either. I'm not even going to lie. If it's good enough for John Cena, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. Just for the love of God, don't get this turkey. No, can you imagine? No, 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 no. I mean, the turkey teeth, bad enough. Um, I'll just be getting a hair transplant. JB the next Bevo. I mean, no, no. Can you imagine these like pearly whites? Nah, nah. I mean, my teeth are all right. You know, I'm not too bothered about the teeth. It's just the hair. Hair transplant and teeth at the same time. Can you imagine? I come on street and basically like I've got this big thick hair and these big white teeth. I mean that would be ridiculous, right? So look, if you have just joined, please do not forget to give the video a like. You've got to pay for my hair transplant. You know, look, I'm saving up. So you guys are gonna have to pay for the hair transplant. So you know, don't be stingy. Um, you've got to pay for my hair. Um, the turkey teeth will own you the name Buck Buck. Um, Wayne Rooney and Joe Hart look good after their hair. Wow, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it at some point. I will be looking to get my hair transplanted at some point. Um, you know, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. That's a great goal by Kane, by the way. And that's why you keep Harry Kane up front. It's not rocket science. Stop playing him as a frigging as a bloody quarterback. He's not a sodding quarterback. Go on, Anderson. So look, England 2, Congo 1. Unless something drastic happens, England look like they're going to scrape through this match. Look, they've got to improve. They've got to vastly improve. Mexico at the Aztec is going to be a whole different ball game. It's going to be a completely different ball game. Then there's just they're not going to notice it then. Congo, can they muster up one last attack? Oh, Congo have been. I have to say they've been fantastic. Congo have been really good. Now England are moments FC. England rely on one or two players. How is Palmer not in this team? I couldn't agree more with you. How is Kobe Manu not playing? Bellingham. No, I agree with you. Mexico are are a good team, and they're playing at home as well. So, oof. Nah, poor. Can Wizard do a Beckham? Yeah, done. 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 Well, look. Game, set, and match for England. Look, what can you say? What can you say? Look, England, I thought were very, very fortunate. Tuchel, I don't know what he was playing at. I don't know. Look, it's a win, but vast improvements need to happen to this England side. Look, 2-1. Fortunate, fortunate really. Mexico awaits in the Azteca is going to be such a different game. Look, Harry Kane, thank God for Harry Kane, because without him, and the one thing we said at the start of this game is they've got to play Harry Kane up front. Stop with this ridiculous facade of playing Kane as this weird deep line striker. Put him up front. Get goals. This is not Champions League. This is not league football. This is the World Cup. You get one shot and put your best player up front. So look, guys, on that note, I am going to go. Look, thank you for watching. I'm going to set up the next game, Senegal. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to come back to watch it. KK is in the house. KK, I've been shouting you out all evening as well, KK. But look, I should be back this evening. I might be back. If not for the game, I will be back at some point as well. So look, guys, thank you for being watching the game with me. Thank you for giving the channel the time of day as well. Absolute legends, and I can't thank you guys enough. And thank you to Jimmy C's as well for the super chat. So thank you. So look, I will be back this evening again. Thank you for watching the channel. You guys are legends. England 2, the Democratic Republic of Congo 1. Very, very unlucky. They give absolutely everything to the game. England, thank God for Kane, not great, and they've got to improve. Mexico lie in wait next at 1 o'clock in the morning. So guys, I will be back in a bit. I'm JB. This is the United Devil channel, and I'll see you guys later on tonight. Take care.